Let's talk, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to it. Today is September the 23rd, 2020, and we're going to be talking about NXT because we got number contenders matches, and ladies and gentlemen, on the social media, for some reason my dang arm is itchy. I don't know why, but ladies and gentlemen, on social media that you've seen on Instagram, if you guys don't have it, you should check it because sometimes they put matches on. So we know at NXT TakeOver, the North American title will be on the line. It will be Damian Priest defending his title against Johnny Gargano. That will be happening on TakeOver. I don't know how Johnny Gargano got a championship match, but for some reason he got a title shot. Well, before the first match was the Battle Royal to become the number one contender to the Women's Championship against Io Shirai. Well, Tegan Nox was supposed to be in this match, but she got attacked before even the show starts. She was in the back getting attacked by Candice LeRae, attacking her knee. Her injured knee that she had since Mae Young Classic. I think it was the second one of the Mae Young Classic. And then it looks like Candice walked away because the referees was yelling at her, "Get out of here." And then she grabbed one of these cart thingies, the equipment cases, and drove right onto the knee, slammed that crate onto Tegan Nox's leg, and she was screaming in pain. She was crying. She's out of the match. She's out of the match, and then we got some jobbers in this match as well, getting tossed out by Rhea Ripley and Raquel Gonzalez. We got a new Kofi Kingston, ladies and gentlemen. Casey tried to not be eliminated like 4 times now. She got taken out once, and then her feet, she was like a turtle. Her feet didn't touch the ground yet. To lose a Battle Royal, your feet had to touch the ground. Her feet didn't touch the ground, and then she did a handstand, and she went into back in the ring. And then in the commercial ended, and then we just saw her on the barricade where the plexiglass is. She looks like she was doing what Kofi Kingston, or no, wait, that was not Kofi Kingston. Kofi and John Morrison did it at the Royal Rumble. And then Casey couldn't get herself in the ring. Kaden tried to help her. Her tag team partner tried to help her. She was on the apron trying to hold her hand out, but she got eliminated. Kaden still helped her partner to get her off the barricade and back to the ring. My goodness. She even swung around the ring post. She's like a Spider-Woman. But, ladies and gentlemen, of course, she got eliminated. It was a pretty decent match. I enjoyed it. But the last two was Candice LeRae and Shotzi Blackheart. And they fought on top of the apron where the corner is. They fought on top of the corner. They tumbled down on the corner. And then we saw Candice LeRae tumble on the steel steps. She wasn't eliminated. She was on the steps. And they were fighting on the steps. Shotzi tried to push her off the steps. Didn't work out. And then she did a monkey flip. Candice did a monkey flip on Shotzi Blackheart outside the ring. Candice LeRae will be going to NXT TakeOver to verse Io Shirai for the NXT Women's Championship. Pretty decent match. Not bad. Then we had Jake Atlas versus Tommaso Ciampa. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Jake Atlas, I'm sorry, but you did not do what you said you're going to do because you lost to Ciampa. Ciampa is a dangerous man now. Ladies and gentlemen, he did that DDT that looks like Randy Orton DDT, but looks like way worse. And then he tried to pin him, and then he didn't want to pin him. And then he did a fairy tale ending, I think it's called. And it was a weird way because he did it, and then he flipped him, and he slammed him on his back. I don't know if that was a botch or he actually meant to do that. It looks like he meant to do it because he did it with his arms. So, I don't know. But Tommaso Ciampa gets the win. He did not attack him after the match. He just walked away. So, Detective Sherlock Holmes, or Fandango, made a different concept for his tag team title opportunities. So, we're going to have one member of each team, Lorcan and Burch, Undisputed Era, Imperium, and Santos' team name. I forgot their name is. But ladies and gentlemen, we're going to have Roderick Strong teaming up with Dana Burch versus Fabian Aichner and Raul Medusa. Whoever wins that, and whoever is your partner, like the Undisputed Era, Roderick Strong will team up with Adam Cole or Bobby Fish or Kyle O'Reilly. And Dana Burch with Odin Lorcan. And they will, next week, I believe, they're supposed to verse each other. And if Fabian wins and Raul Medusa wins, Imperium will be versing Joaquin Wilde and Raul Medusa next week to become the known contenders to the NXT Tag Team titles. A little confusing, but you guys will understand when you watch the match and you watch next week's. So, I think it's next week's. I believe so. That's what I think. That's what everybody's saying. So I think it's next week. So, ladies and gentlemen, it was a pretty decent match. I thought the team between Dana Burch and Roger Stone was a pretty decent team. Fabian Aichner and Medusa is like big guy telling the cruiserweight what to do. He's being bullied, and I don't like bullies. But it was a pretty decent match. I enjoyed it. It was pretty good. Dana Burch was getting himself beat, and then Roderick Strong gets the win for the team. No, Dana Burch got the win with the, looked like a cutter, hung up cutter on the turnbuckle, and then he got the win. So it's going to be Lorcan and Danny Burch versus the Undisputed Era next week to become the number contenders to the Tag Team Championships. Then we had the North American Champion versus Damian Priest versus Austin Theory. Pretty decent match. Austin Theory, the guy, I got a lot of respect for this guy. He's amazing when he does. It's just, you need to shut your mouth, man. You stop being a show off. You're not Dolph Ziggler. Show what you got and stop being a show off. So, ladies and gentlemen, it was a pretty decent match. I enjoyed it. And the winner of that match was Damian Priest because he did a Razor's Edge outside the ring onto the apron, and then he did the wrestling cutter he does. People call it Crossroads. Cody Rhodes, if you guys didn't know that. But ladies and gentlemen, he did the wrestling. He gets the win. Damian Priest gets the win. And then out of nowhere, Johnny Gargano came out with a super kick, taking out Mr. Damian Priest. And he used the imaginary arrows that Mr. Damian Priest does. I don't know he was aiming at the North American title or Damian Priest. I don't know. But ladies and gentlemen, that happened there, and we do know because ladies and gentlemen, it was an interview between Io Shirai saying a whole bunch of things in Japanese and some a little English, and then the Gargano family came out, Johnny Gargano and Candice, to yell at Io. Here comes Damian Priest, says, oh, there's Johnny, and he punched him in the face. The referees took them away. So next week, we got a mixed tag team match, champions versus the challengers from the NXT TakeOver. It will be Priest, Shirai versus the Garganos. And then we got Dakota Kai versus Shotzi Blackheart. Will happen next week as well. Ladies and gentlemen, we have this Ridge Holland will be versing a jobber, and he destroyed him with headbutts. The guy was bruised up, and he was doing headbutts. Holland was bruised up, and he beat this jobber. Of course he did. And ladies and gentlemen, we're supposed to have somebody, it looked like it was a spy, and they broke a case that has a championship. I don't know what it was, the women's title or the NXT title. I guess it's a replica belt, because you saw Io Shirai with her belts, and you know Finn Balor will have his in his dark room. So, somebody's supposed to be coming to NXT TakeOver. People are saying maybe a former NXT superstar that's on the main roster, and he's coming back to NXT, or she's coming back to NXT. I don't know, but we will find out on NXT TakeOver October 4th, I believe. And then we have the Gauntlet Eliminator. I believe I said that right. We have Bronson Reed versus Kyle O'Reilly versus Cameron Grimes versus Timothy Thatcher versus Kushida. Pretty decent match. The two guys started was Kyle O'Reilly and Kushida. We saw a lot of rest holds, freaking submissions and pinfalls between the first two guys. Bronson Reed came out. He was destroying everybody, but he was getting a little tired because of his size. Not saying because, you know what, it's just, it's facts. It's a long match, guys. It was a really long match. Bronson Reed was in there and he was destroying people. And then here comes Velveteen Dream. He's not in the match, and there was no disqualifications. I don't know why he snuck in when the referee was checking on, I believe it was Kyle O'Reilly. And then he did his Dream Driver, I think that's what they call it. And then on Kushida, and then here comes Bronson Reed doing his splash on Kushida, and Kushida loses the match. He's eliminated. And then we had, who was next? Timothy coming out. Timothy was coming out. More submission people. Pretty decent. I enjoyed this match. It was pretty good. And then here comes Cameron Grimes. Everybody was fighting. Man, it took long to get a second guy to eliminate. But Bronson Reed was so because the Kyle O'Reilly jumped off the turnbuckle, landed on the back of the neck of Bronson Reed because he missed a splash onto Timothy. And then he got the knee into the back of the neck. Ouch. And he got eliminated. And then Timothy got taken out by Kyle O'Reilly with a roll-up pin. And then, ladies and gentlemen, we saw a cave-in. We thought Cameron Grimes would win it, but no. Kyle O'Reilly had his foot on the rope. They were attacking each other with forearms, with punches, kicks. Cameron Grimes had some hurt words by saying that he's nothing like Adam Cole. And ladies and gentlemen, it was crazy. And then he did the heel hook. Kyle O'Reilly did a heel hook. And then he made Cameron Grimes tap out. And Kyle O'Reilly is going to NXT TakeOver to versus Finn Balor for the NXT title. He was celebrating with his friends. Bobby Fish wasn't there, but Roderick Strong was there and Adam Cole was there. He was celebrating, and then the champion came out to see his opponent for his title on I think it's next Sunday or Saturday for NXT TakeOver. Can't wait to see it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, what's going to happen with the tag titles? Are we going to see those on the line at NXT TakeOver as well? And ladies and gentlemen, there's a lot of sad things that happen on AEW. Not a lot of things, but one thing, they canceled a 6-man tag team match because of the situation here. And Lance Archer he had to be out of the show for, I believe, was 2 weeks. So you're not going to see him for 2 weeks because you guys could read it on the internet or podcast people. Or maybe they will say something as well on AEW. Maybe. I don't know. But I can't say it. It's upsetting. Even he's a bad guy, but I don't think he's a bad guy in real life. He's a bad guy on TV. But I hope this guy is okay. I hope his family is okay and as well. But ladies and gentlemen, we do have more sad news. This morning, I did not say this on my Impact Wrestling video, but this morning it was reported on Twitter, on his family's Twitter, or I believe it was on his Twitter. We had a legend passed away, and his name was War Animal, Legion of Doom Animal. Ladies and gentlemen, he passed away this morning, and he was 60 years old. And it's a sad thing to hear about this legend passing away. There's a lot of people in 2020 is passing away, and it sucks. But ladies and gentlemen, rest in peace to Animal. He was a great wrestler. He was him and Hawk was a great tag team. They won a whole bunch of tag team titles in WCW and WWE. They would never, ever be forgotten because it's on the WWE network as well, and on Impact Plus, because I believe they were on Impact Wrestling as well. Ladies and gentlemen, if you guys enjoyed this video, and if you guys want to say a rest in peace to Animal, leave a comment below, hit that like button, leave a subscribe, hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys tomorrow for AEW results. That's all for me today. Tyler is out. Bye.